A decade ago, there were just 6 of them, half a dozen Indian origin elected officials in the United States. Today, that number has gone up to 60. If you take into account members of state legislatures, mayors, governors, and that makes it a very significant number. You're watching Free Press Journal. I'm Afrida Rahman Ali. After the election of Zohran Mamdani as the mayor of New York City, as we look at the numbers, what we find is that there are as many as 130 Indian origin appointees in the US federal government. This is a very large number. It does mean that the Indian American community will have a significant and powerful representation in the US government and an important voice in framing policies for the country. And that means a lot. That does mean that the Indian American community has a growing clout, a growing influence in the United States. In this video, I will explain to you the entire trajectory, the entire flow of things. Now that Zohran Mamdani has become the mayor of New York City, this particular post has resonance beyond New York. This is a kind of election which has also opened out the conversation now more and more about Indian origin official appointees in the United States. Watch the video till the end. Tell me what you think and what are your views on the subject. We look forward to hearing back from you. Like, share, and subscribe to Free Press Journal for more news. Zohran Mamdani, an American, an Indian, and a Muslim, made history on Tuesday. At 34, Zohran becomes the youngest mayor of New York and the newest face of an Indian American community that has seen a 5-fold rise in elected office holders in just 12 years. The newly elected mayor of New York, one of the wealthiest and most iconic cities in the world, is the youngest member of a growing and increasingly influential Indian American community to hold elected office in the United States, whether at state or federal levels. A little over a decade ago, there were fewer than half a dozen names on that list. Today, there are nearly 60, counting down from Samosa Caucus, the informal name for a group of 6 lawmakers in the US House of Representatives who share Indian heritage, and not including federal appointees like Vivek Ramaswamy and FBI Director Kash Patel. The upward trend started in 2013 with the election of Democrat Amerish Amy Bera from California. He wasn't the first though. The first was Dalip Singh Sond from California in 1957 and Bobby Jindal from Louisiana in 2005. But Bera's election seemed to get the ball rolling. In 2015, the number doubled. Ro Khanna, also a Democrat from California, joined him. 2 years later, Raja Krishnamurthy, an Illinois Democrat, made it 3. By 2020, there were 5. Pramila Jayapal and Sri Thanedar, Democrats too, were elected from Washington and Michigan. And on the 1st of January 2026, concurrent with Mamdani assuming office, Democrat Suhas Subramaniam will follow 2 terms in the Virginia legislature with his debut in the House. He will become the 6th and record-breaking member of the Samosa Caucus. That is a staggering 500% increase in 12 years. And it doesn't include names like Kamala Harris and Bobby Jindal, who have Indian roots or heritage but choose not to include that part of themselves in the political identities. And also, that isn't the only staggering number. Reports suggest that between 2013 and 2025, the number of Indian Americans in state legislatures jumped by 400% from fewer than 10 in 2013 to nearly 50 today. The list includes Ghazala Hashmi, an Indian origin Democrat elected as the Lieutenant Governor of Virginia. She is already the first Muslim and the first South Asian in the state Senate. Alongside Mamdani and Hashmi, there were at least 2 other Indian Americans in electoral races in the US on Monday. One was Satish Garimella, running for mayor of Morrisville in North Carolina, and the other was Dini Ajmani, bidding to replace Ravi Bhalla, another Indian American, as mayor of Hoboken in New Jersey. Bhalla is running for state legislature. Unsurprisingly, states with sizable Indian American populations like New Jersey, California, Texas, Illinois, and New York have significant representation from that community. And then there are Indian Americans appointed to senior federal posts. By some counts, that number is over 130 as of November 2025, with majority of those appointments made during the preceding Joe Biden administration. So why is this important? A stronger political voice is significant given the range of issues that affect the community, particularly with Donald Trump administration tightening visa rules for skilled immigrant workers and international students, groups that India contributes to in large numbers. More Indian Americans and elected officers in US doesn't automatically mean visas will be easier to come by or fewer incidents of racism, but it does mean that the community has more influence over policy making at all levels of the American government. The addition of political clout to the community's deep pockets, Indian Americans have always been a critical source of campaign funding for both Democrats and Republicans, and is also significant given the long pending trade deal being negotiated between the two countries. For India, beyond the prestige and cultural visibility, the question is, can this growing cohort help shape politics that are truly open to partnership, people, and trade, not by obligation, but because the interests of the world's two largest democracies are increasingly converging?